African in the world. That new African showed that after all, the black man is managing the whole world.
So, as the goalpost was discovered, then you got to the Americas to also discover.
A time of gold.
Welcome back to another episode of the CruiseLine podcast, y'all. It's your boy King Amfo.
Welcome. It's your Mandem out here, Juice, aka Nana. Let's go.
What, you just decided to flip it this time? Yeah, you switch it.
Hey,
See y'all, man.
Welcome to season 3.
He had a pickle juice shot today, so he might be bugging a little bit.
Pickle juice is...
Anyway, we got a special guest in the building today, man. Y'all know my brother always dragging me out to different clubs, and I guess I checked out. We had a blast, and we got Tay in the building. Do you want me to call you Tay?
Yeah, you can.
Tay? Yeah. Tay's in the building. Tay's been in the nightlife for about 6 years now.
Yeah.
About
just
6
at
years?
the certain spot that I work right now, but
okay.
I've been in like the, I guess, restaurant industry for like 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Or like restaurant bar.
Right. Well, we're about to learn a lot, so I'm going to just hand it to you. You want to introduce yourself to the cruisers, tell them more about yourself, what you do, and we're glad to have you.
Thank you. So I'm Taylor. I have been a bartender for, like I said, like 10 years. I've been downtown Kansas City for like 6-7 years. So it's cool. It's nightlife. It's high volume. It's very quick, loud music. So that's cool. But
yeah. Nice. Yeah. Well, Tay, we're so excited to have you here, especially because Tay's going to be trying on some Nigerian and Ghanaian Jollof rice. So generally, there's a beef going on who's got the better rice. Mm-hmm. So we're not going to tell you which one's which. We're just going to have you try it. We're going to tell the audience which is which, and then we're going to have you try it, and then you pick your favorite. You could, because I don't want us to say this is Ghanaian, this is Nigerian. She's going to pick Ghanaian because we're Ghanaian. We're going to leave it open-ended. Taylor's been working at a country bar that I had the opportunity to check out after Juice Man out here dragged me out and dragged the whole crew out, Mao and everybody. We was at the country bar having a blast. And
Mao drugged us out there, not me.
That was your idea.
No. I said we should go pregame.
You said go pregame at the country bar.
Yeah. And then,
see what I'm
he
saying?
made us come back. But anyways.
Anyway, we had a blast. It was fun, and I must say, the variety of music that we heard, it was perfect for the night and the occasion and the celebration, because our boy Mal loves country music. I knew he did, but not like that. Like, he was singing every lyric. I'm like, oh, okay, well. Hey, we here. We outside.
Some whiskey,
you want to tell all that, but Taylor, you want to tell the viewers kind of like your personal experience working that long at a spot like that, and the highs, the lows. Give us the whole 9 of your personal experience working in a country bar.
I love it. I think every night at work, you come and you throw a party for people. You give them an experience. A lot of the people that go downtown Kansas City, they that little area of drinking is just a lot of like touristy people that are from out of town or whatever. So them coming in, you just want to make sure that they have a good time or like something to remember. We have so many like concerts and stuff downtown that creates a lot of foot traffic. It's it's a fun atmosphere. The people are usually fun.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah.
It was great. The fact that I think when we got back, they mixed Afro and hip hop at that point that we got back, then we walked in. Did you hear that part?
Dog, I don't remember.
They mixed Water with a different song. Do you know the song Water?
Yeah.
By Tyler?
Like, make me sweat.
Yeah. Oh, I think I remember that.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, shit. Like, okay. Because I've never really had, like, hip-hop out there. And, like, the transition that they did was really cool. And I was like, oh, shit, okay. They're, it's not just country. They're...
See, because, my idea, if we're going to a country bar, is country music,
Yeah.
And I'm still learning more about the genre, and not being from here, adjusted to it. I've heard some tunes, and I'm like, oh, this is a vibe. Like, it's it's got a ring to it.
We have some really good DJs here in Kansas City.
Yeah.
But even at the country bar, I feel like because it gives you that nightclubby, nightlife feel, we call it Ye DM. Like,
Okay.
Ye DM.
Okay.
You know, so it's like they put like country spins on whatever, and they do a good job at mixing it.
Yeah.
Makes it seem like it's not really the best place to like two-step or
Right.
like line dance,
Right.
but we get the party going.
Yeah. Everyone was having a good time. I mean, it was packed, it was popping, and everyone was nice, you know, just everyone was happy to be in the same space and enjoy each other's company, which I liked about the place, you know, and there was this whole experience. You guys had an experience that I loved, and I wish I could elaborate more about the experience, but that experience, a lot of other spots didn't have that same thing, so it was like an identity, you know what I mean? And it's like, oh wow, okay, it's lit, like let's go, you know what I mean? Where's the next shot? Like keep it going, you know? And I was just excited to be there. You know, that was my first time actually like partying over there. And I've done a lot of partying. So I was like, okay, something new, something different, and I don't regret it. So thank you guys for that. Yeah, for sure.
I know it is a spot. I
Yeah.
feel like anytime that I'm off, that's usually where I go.
Oh, really?
Oh, you go back.
Yeah.
That's the same thing our friend Sarika said. Like if she's not working, she goes back to work to go chill.
Well, yeah, because it's chill because you know, like all the security, all the bartenders, you know, like all the staff. And so I feel like, honestly, I get my craziest whenever I go there because I
You're
feel
comfortable,
safe. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and you get like discounted drinks, or like I know at the other place that I work, like all of our tabs are 50% off. So whenever you go there on your time off, you get 50% off.
Well, we're going off on your time off with you for some 50% off.
It'll be a fun day. Yeah.
But that's dope. You mentioned earlier that you also worked in restaurants. So just bartending or like serving as well?
I serve too. So whenever I was like 16, I was a host until I was able to serve tables at 18. And then whenever I turned 18, you know, I was quick to jump ship.
Yeah.
I was ready to start making tips. So then I did that, of course, until I was 21. And then I actually started at Twin Peaks whenever I was 21, and they were the first place that ever kind of took a chance on me bartending.
Yeah.
But then I kind of fell in love with Twin Peaks and just like how the culture is there. So I was there for 10 years.
Wow.
So it was...
That's a long time.
It was a long time.
Yeah.
But the owner that I had, he was amazing and always, you know, like looked out for you, made sure you had like money in your pocket,
Right.
always like made sure you had fun or, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So it was good. It's a good like stepping stone to like learn.
Right.
So it was cool. And then I got the job, I think downtown, like 24-ish, and it's been history ever since.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
What's your go-to, for example, if somebody comes to the bar for the first time or a country club and they're like, I want a drink, but I don't know what I want. Make me something sweet. What's your go-to mix?
So my next question would be, what type of liquor do you usually go for? Because I don't want to there's something sweet for everything,
Right.
but I would hate to make you something tequila and you
Right.
hate tequila.
Okay, let's go dark.
Yeah.
If he says dark.
Like whiskey.
Whiskey or Henny, anything.
So if it's like whiskey, I'm gonna do like Jameson with like a cordial and like
Okay.
a mixer as like a shot. So my shot that I like to make people, it's called a Fuck Me Daddy. And I made this name up too.
You named it?
I named
Okay.
it. But I'll give my gay guys their credit.
Yeah.
But it's these two gay regulars that I have, and they're amazing. And they came up to me and asked me for a Jameson, watermelon, and sour.
Okay.
And they cheers to each other, and they're like, "Ooh, fuck me, daddy," like to each other. And I was like, "Oh my gosh,
That's a good name.
Yeah, we should name that." And so from that point on, but it's really good. It's like sour and it's sweet, but it's a good shot.
Yeah.
And it's funny whenever
Yeah,
people
yeah.
order it. Or I would do one of the flavored crowns. But I know like you hate Crown, but
I like Crown. I don't know why he hates Crown.
I love it.
Yeah,
and
it's great.
So Crown Peach with lemonade is fire, and then Crown Apple with like cranberry is fire.
Because I thought he was bringing us Crown today, but then he was like, "Bro, I gag on Crown." I'm like, "You gagged on
gagged
that
just
pickle?"
then.
Yeah, you know, I'm like, "You gag on everything."
Probably
At
should have
this
brought the
point.
Crown.
You should have brought the Crown. You'd have done better.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so what about light?
So if it's like vodka, and if they want something sweet, I'm gonna go for like, we have a Deep Eddy.
Yeah.
They have a whole bunch of flavors. So what I steer towards is like an Orange Julius. So it's Deep Eddy, orange, triple sec, and orange juice. But just tastes just like an Orange Julius.
That sounds good, actually.
So it's fire.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Or like if a girl wants like a vodka something or like shot, I usually just give them like lemon drops.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just like
Like simple
Yes.
to it, not too strong.
yeah. Well, and I feel like so many girls like know what a lemon drop is.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you know,
Neutral ground.
Yeah.
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 That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I mean, transitioning from a restaurant to the bartending service, I'm guessing you probably picked on some skills that came in handy just working the bartending job. Because I mean, people are coming to the bar every second, literally. Like you're like here, like we see y'all moving. Like I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, there's so much going on. How do you balance that? Especially when let's say you got like 50 people right behind the bar.
Yeah.
You take an order here, you can't remember who came first.
Right.
Like, how does that rotation work?
I honestly, it's kind of funny because like my regulars, I think that they know that I am kind of like strict.
Okay.
I guess if you would say, but I really do try to go from one side to the other, regardless like who comes up in between those.
Gotcha.
You know, because I intentionally, like most bartenders, I feel like we can't make eye contact. The moment we make eye contact, that's whenever you think that we're ready. And they're like, blah, 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 blah. And you're like,
That's a good one. That's a good one.
so you're just
Okay.
head
That's
down
so
like the
true.
whole
So
time.
true.
And you're just trying to like make your stuff like so quick. So I feel like I really do try to just go one,
Right.
you know, and then once I make my way to one side,
Right.
then I'll come back. But you'll hear a lot of people. They're like, "Oh my God, I was here before that."
Right,
person."
that's what I'm
like,
saying.
Dog, I really
Can't see
I
you.
sometimes might see your shirt.
Yeah.
You know, like that's as far as I'm looking up, but
Right.
I'm surely not making eye contact
Right.
until I'm ready.
Rule number 1, no eye
Yeah.
contact.
Yeah.
No eye contact.
No eye contact. Just know though, from this point on, if bartender's making eye contact, she's ready. And if you miss that point, then
You're not getting her back.
she coming back whenever she's
Oh
circling
my
back.
God. What if
Yeah.
if you go this way, this person gives you a good tip and you're supposed to continue, but then he ready to order again?
Oh no,
You're going to keep going regardless of the tip? What's the biggest tip you ever got?
so it was 500.
Mm-hmm.
But it's only happened to me one time.
Yeah, I hear they're very rare. We try to ask a lot of, when we have nightlife people on, we ask, what's the biggest tip you
I
got?
order for a bartender.
Not even bottle service, just the
Like
bar.
cash.
No, it was on credit card. So it was just from one of my regulars.
Okay.
But yeah, he gave me 500, and it's never happened again.
I'll say that's not bad, but after I said that on the last one,
He got bashed on social media because we had Sarika on and she told us her biggest tip and he said, that's not bad. We said, that's not bad. That's great.
Yeah, that's
great,
great.
that's
That's excellent. Like, what do you mean? You bought a $12 drink and then somebody gave you $500.
Right.
Like, what are you talking? That's not bad.
all right.
$100 though is very common. Like
Okay.
$100 tip, I think that's like the most common one that I get.
Really?
from
On a
my-
drink.
Not from like people I don't know, but yeah, from people that I
Like
do know.
regulars.
Like my regulars that intentionally come in and say what's up. They'll get like a beer and tip me 100.
Yeah. So it's good money.
Yeah, it
Like,
is.
you could go, at least when you're going to work, say a Friday, like, of course you want to enjoy your Friday after a rigorous week, but you're like, at least I know when I'm going into work, I'm coming back with like some bank.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Whenever I'm not working, I have like FOMO.
Because you're like, oh my God, I'm missing out on money I could be making right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and especially I think that's too why I go to the jobs that I work whenever I do go out, because I know I'm not going to be spending as much, or like intentionally I'll go to other bartenders in the city that I know that's working that night, because then it's like a weird, like, you take care of me, I'll take care of you.
Right. It's like a little network.
It is.
Yeah.
We like joke that it's like this little like bartender pool that of like cash. Like let's say like you come in and tip me 100, then I'm gonna come in and tip you 100.
Got you.
You know, so it's just like this weird
Like an insurance company, y'all.
You're basically getting your money back.
You get your money back. Yeah.
Of money that actually never.
You're like, I need my $100 back.
Yeah,
I'm going
it's a
here.
little triangle scheme, you know.
It is.
Everybody
Pyramid
helps
scheme.
everybody out.
Yeah.
Little pyramid scheme right there. That's dope. What was your favorite meal serving at the restaurants? Or the popular meals, you know?
So Twin Peaks, I think they're really known for their food. I was explaining to him, it's kind of like Hooters, but I think their food is just better than Hooters. No, like shit against
You're not
Hooters,
being
but-
biased.
Yeah, not anything bad, but I just think like Hooters has wings, but like Twin Peaks has like they're known for like their country fried steak, their like mom's pot roast. I think honestly what they're most known for though is their cold ass beer. It's like 29-degree draft beer, so it kind of even gives you a kind of like a beer slushy.
Okay.
So the mugs, they have to come out.
Like real chilled,
like frozen.
Yeah. I think I've seen that because I don't drink beer, but I see these big jugs like chilled to the core when I'm just out, maybe watching a game or something, going to a sports bar or something.
Yeah, and it is like I think their like logo is like a lodge for sports. It's like have you ever been to Buffalo Wild Wings?
Yes. Yeah.
And all the TVs.
Yeah.
That is how Twin Peaks is,
Yeah.
but it's just hot ass chicks.
They added some spice to it. Marketed on
Scenic
10.
views.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm guessing a spot like that, you guys get regulars.
Oh yeah.
They close from work. They like, we gotta go
The
to Twin
most
Peaks.
regulars.
But do you think these guys come and think they're actually gonna like go home with one of y'all? Like, do they think? What do they think?
What is it?
What do you think is going behind the thought behind your mind? Like, because you think they're just paying for the views.
Are they coming for the girls or the food?
Oh, they're coming for the girls.
For sure.
But the food is amazing.
A plus.
Yeah, so it's like the families and stuff that come in, they're for sure for the food.
Okay.
But, like it's like a fun spot to take like your 16-year-old son that had his birthday because then he has to hold this antler thing that says, I held someone's rack at Twin Peaks. So, or, it's like...
You're breaking him into puberty, y'all.
Yeah, it's like little like innuendos, which is fun. It's like a playful stuff.
Okay.
What's
I'm guessing with an environment like that, you probably run into some, excuse my language, assholes. A lot of them who feel entitled, feel like, oh, they can hit your butt or like because they're paying or tipping you, whatever. How do you handle a situation like that?
I don't tolerate anything like that.
Yeah.
I feel like whenever I was younger, I feel like, be scared to stand up for myself.
Right.
Or just say like, hey, that's not okay.
Right.
So I feel like at Twin Peaks, it's kind of weird to try and like stand up for yourself because, that is one of the restaurants where you're like walking around in like lingerie sometimes. So you can expect people to take your picture, but in my thing is just don't touch me.
Yeah.
And then you can ask for a picture and I will gladly take it, but, just like if I bend over for like a beer mug or something and you take it, then I'm like, you could have just asked,
right.
And it's whatever. But at the place I'm at now, like downtown, if anybody touches me, I feel like
you're ready to swing.
I'm like, don't touch
like
me.
It's chaotic. You see
is.
all those people, you guys got to walk through them.
Well, they're groping you. Like a server actually recently, they have, their butts much more on display than any of the bartenders. And somebody like actually like groped her and like really tried to like corner her. And
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, what's the thought process behind it? Do you think she's gonna be like, oh, okay, you groped me. Hey, let's go. Like, what?
I think all of us just like will grab security or like any like guy worker that we know
that you trust.
Like help, because of course, like in a nightlife atmosphere, the people are probably like hammered.
Yeah,
and they're not understanding like, hey, that's not okay. So just trying to get reinforcements as quick as you can because really people, you could like tell them and like spell it out like, hey, that's not okay. And
Right.
lights on, nobody's home.
So older Tay will tell younger Tay, like, speak. Like,
Yeah, for sure. Stand up for yourself. I feel like I was such a people pleaser.
Yeah,
Whenever I was in.
you were getting into the business, didn't know much, you know. I mean, I feel like everyone goes through that, you know. It's like, oh, okay, maybe I need to like adjust a little bit, but once you realize I don't got to change for nobody, then you're like, you know, on point with whatever you believe in or stand for, you know.
Right, and that like nightlife, I feel like it allows you to stand up for yourself. You know, like as a bartender, if like someone's being shitty to you, you know, you really can't be like,
yo, that's
like,
not it.
Don't talk to me like that. Like if you like call me like a bitch or like whatever, I'm gonna be like, you can go to a different bartender.
Like, yeah, I'm not the only one working, right?
You ever had that before?
Oh yeah.
Why they say that?
I don't really remember the situation that happened, but it happened with my best friend. We were working on the same bar together, and they like did something funky to her. It was like a girl group or whatever. They were like ordered a whole bunch of shots, and I think if I remember correctly, they like took the shots and then like we're gonna walk away and like not pay her.
Not pay?
Yeah. So, and of course, you know, people are drunk. They forget, you know, like
They knew they didn't pay.
Yeah, we see it all. So we're trying to be patient, but my friend, she's so soft-spoken.
She's not saying nothing.
She's not saying anything. So for real, she'll just take the L and she'll like explain it to management later. But I'm like, no, like don't be shitty, you know. So I yelled at the girl. Her back was like towards the bar, like she was walking off. So I yelled at her and I told her to come back. And deadass, she wrote on the credit card receipt, "Your friend is a cunt." Still gave her a $10 tip, but she put that on the credit card receipt, and I'm just like, I mean, have your money out and ready if you're gonna like order something. Like we're trying to make this as smooth as possible for you guys, make it as smooth as possible for us. Like we don't want to be a bitch, or we don't want to yell at you and be like, hey,
you didn't pay.
Yeah, you've never been to a bar in your life.
Right, like come on, you think it's free drinks?
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. I feel like just keep it moving.
Yeah.
So.
You want to tell us about your, we usually ask a lot of our guests to tell us about who they were in high school. And we hear some of your high school stories and we kind of compare with our high school stories growing up in Ghana. So tell us a little, you chuckled a little bit, so I know high school must have been a journey.
Yeah. I wouldn't say like those are my golden years.
Okay.
I got bullied a lot in high school. I
Bullied for what?
I think confidently I could say now it's because of the way that I look. I know. It's like I don't even know how to say it, because it's like people used to call me Barbie, and it used to really piss me off.
Really?
So
it's bullying that you were Barbie.
I feel like I got
kids
bullied
will bully you for anything
because I was pretty. And I didn't have thick skin then to be like, ooh, I'm just cute. Like you guys are just jealous.
Right.
Or whatever.
So you just let it happen.
Yeah, I let it like really affect me, and I'm like, oh, I wish I didn't look like this, or...
You were getting on yourself for being pretty.
Yeah.
Kids are bullied, bro. So it's not just in Ghana, because kids will pick on you for anything. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Yeah.
You can have some Gucci shoes on, and they gonna pick on you for some Gucci shoes. It's nuts,
bro.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I got back in Ghana, Toms were trending. Like you know Toms, right?
Yeah.
They were trending.
I remember that.
And the new ones came out, and nobody else had them. And
You're like, look at my sick.
And my mama got me those shoes. So we got to school late, and every morning, and that was middle school, they would do like a morning assembly, so everyone comes together.
Everyone gathers. So if you walk in.
So I walk into my grade line, and then I was short, so I would go to the front of the line. And I'm walking to the front of the line, and I just hear like laughs, whispers. And I'm like, "What is going on?" And they're laughing at me the whole time. And we get to the classroom, and then they're like, "Yo, like, what the fuck are you wearing? Like, your shoes look like a boat." And I'm like, "What?"
Aladdin. They said Aladdin, he got on Aladdin shoes. And those were the latest shoes. Like, they were expensive and new. So, of course, if my mom's buying them, she's like, oh, wow, okay, these are new. They're expensive. My son will love these. Yeah. He's thinking he's stepping. He about to go to school, be the coolest kid. They said he got a boat on. He got the Titanic on his
I didn't
foot.
wear that after that day. That was it. I like waste of money.
Yeah.
Kids.
Oh, no, kids are something else. No filter. They get on you for whatever. Mm-hmm. It's insane.
Yeah, that age, they're just like so brutally honest.
Like it's insane. But it's always just this one kid. Mm-hmm. Like in Ghana, it was even this one kid. Like it's when we hear everyone's story that we have on, they're always like, oh yeah, I got picked on. And then it was just always this one kid. Where we grew up, it was in rotation. So you get picked on today, somebody else is getting picked on tomorrow, somebody else. It was like a little rotation. You know that if you haven't been picked on in 2 weeks, that rotation's about to come right back to you. Yeah. So when you do your math and you see it's coming back, you're like, okay, this day I gotta be on point because I'm not about to go home. Like,
Yeah.
Like, what is it?
I got picked on for wearing shorts one time. Like,
shorts?
Yeah. They said my shorts are too big. Like,
damn. Yeah. They really were just picking you apart.
They're just dissecting him.
And I hardly got picked on, so I can remember each moment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. They picked on you and called you Barbie. That's crazy to me.
Yeah. I feel like, okay, so I have an older sibling, and she's 3 years older than me. So whenever I was a freshman, she was a senior. Mm-hmm. So I think my freshman year was like the most lit. I had lots of friends.
Because you had the older sibling.
Yeah, I was, I was cool. My sister would like take me to the parties, whatever. But as soon as she graduated,
they said, "Oh, we got you now."
Yeah. I just
the lion's den. Yeah,
being young and stupid, I think that I didn't make the best decisions.
Right.
My freshman year. So yeah, I just kind of made it really hard for myself going forward in high school.
You had a lot of enemies freshman year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. For sure. I just think like the girl group that I had, there was just like so much drama and like so much cattiness. You deal with that a lot as
it's really like how it is on TV.
Yeah.
Would you say?
I mean, like, yeah, a lot of drama, yeah. It's just always like chit chatter, gossip, all that. Because that's how we watched Disney Channel and all the cartoons. We watched y'all's definition of high school, High School Musical, and the whole love and prom.
The name of that one she came from Africa. Is it?
What show?
It's a movie. She came from Africa, and the plastics.
Mean Girls.
Yes.
Yeah, on Wednesdays.
So that's
we wear
like
pink.
Yeah. That's like
the fact that you remember that is crazy, bro.
No, that's like the most typical like girl high school show.
No, and if you talk to any girl, they're gonna know that movie word for word. They can recite it. I could recite it.
So you guys could relate with that movie.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't exaggerated.
Yeah.
No, and I think that's why it like hit so much for like girls, just because it really resonated with a lot of us. Like high school's brutal.
That's what I was about to say. Some of the like the reasons they would pick on people, it's kind of corny.
Yeah.
Like it didn't. I guess we're older now, so it sounds like it's corny. But I guess a 16-year-old or 15-year-old version of ourselves would probably be like, "Oh, okay."
Like if you were to call me Barbie now, I'd be like, "Yeah, bitch, I'm fucking hot," or whatever, and I would take that as a compliment. But back then, I would be like.
That's crazy.
I can't help the way that I look.
Yeah,
I get so
crazy.
upset.
What's your favorite Mean Girl line and why?
Say crack again.
Okay.
Crack. It's the gay guy Damien. He's just like so funny throughout the whole show. He's just like this big gay guy, and he like wanted to be a part of the plastics, and he never got to, obviously, and. I don't know, they're like standing in a line and they're just talking about how what's her name? Janice. So that's the gay guy's best friend, Janice. She used to be a plasticist and anymore got kicked out.
Oh my God, getting kicked out of the group.
The plastics are like
the group, the hot girl groups, the it girls, yeah.
So they're like saying like, I don't know, Janice used to do like crack. She didn't, but
Just making stuff up.
he like said it like 3 or 4 times, like in a sentence, and so she goes, "Say crack again," and he goes, "Crack."
Oh my God.
So whenever people say crack, I will literally say that line back to them, and if they don't know
Get
what I'm
it,
talking
right.
about, I'm like, "You're too young for me, bro."
Yeah, you don't remember.
Yeah.
You don't remember.
It is, because I feel like okay, I'm a little bit older for the nightlife, so I feel like whenever I'm talking to like my younger coworkers that are like 24, they really don't get that reference.
Yeah.
I'm like,
That's
cool.
crazy.
That's cool. Yeah, but-
You're like, okay, sure. You're working the bar tonight.
Yeah.
You are not working
You
here
don't
with
know
me.
the lingo.
Yeah.
You
Secret
don't know.
lingo.
Did you try to change anything about yourself because of that?
Probably internally. Yeah. Yeah. I'll just say like a blanket statement. I feel like that really did affect me a lot, and it affected like my self-esteem for years. Obviously I've, been working on myself, so it's not where it was, but even like my best friend, she'll tell me all the time, like, you really don't like see yourself like we do. And I think that it stems back from people just telling me, like, thinking, I guess, like how I look, even if I am pretty, it was such a negative from their standpoint.
That's a powerful statement. You don't see yourself like we do, like,
Yeah.
because we're used to ourselves, like,
Yeah.
we just know us, but people probably look at us like completely different.
Right. Well, and like that, almost like pretty privilege, like, yeah, I am pretty, but people still treat me differently, and they still sometimes treat me like shit because they think
Yeah.
I have things easier or this, that, and the other, whichever it may be. But, we still deal with hate
Yeah.
and stuff like that too, and you just
Like
have
everybody
to,
just eats it up.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, you just have to learn to, I guess, transition it in your mind. Like it comes from them as a negative, but they're projecting.
Yeah.
So it's not you, and you just need to remember, like, it's a positive that
Yeah.
you're
Right.
the way that you are, and
Right.
it's not negative. So
Yeah.
I really have had to learn that over the years. Like, it's a positive. So,
Just gotta eat it up.
yeah. Well, in my head now, I'm like, I'm only gonna be this cute for the X amount of time.
Right. Like we all grow old.
Yeah.
Like we all get old whether
So-
we like it or not.
You're about to really
Yeah.
see too much of me.
But there's a lot of girls out there, they're like looking up to other women in the industry, in the nightlife industry, serving industry, and they're like, okay, we want to get into that field. If a lady walked in right now, she's like, hey, I want to get into that field. Tell me one pro and one con, and that's going to be the decision I use to decide if I want to get into that business. What pro would you tell them, and what con would you tell them?
The pro is of course, the money. That's, that goes without said, but the doors and the opportunities that it opens for you. The networking is insane. Like you could meet somebody one night that's not there, or doesn't live in town or whatever, and it just opens another door, and then next thing you know, you're in Vegas, or
Yeah.
you're in Scottsdale, or you're in Miami, and you're making 10 times as much. Like Kansas City, you only can go
So far,
high.
yeah. There's a limit.
But I guess the con would be you really do, I always tell people, like, sell your soul. Not really, but you give up all your weekends. You give up all your holidays. Yeah,
Your
give
youth.
Yeah, you do. You really, really do. You blink, and then next thing you know, you're 10 years in. So I just feel like, it's all or nothing.
Yeah.
We all kind of travel in the wintertime.
Yeah, that's insane. When
yeah.
everyone's home, you guys are now trying to
Yeah.
have your fun.
Yeah, because how dare you take time off in the summer?
When it's cold, that's in
Yeah.
Ghana, we would call that cocoa season. That's literally the season where it's ripe. You're going to make your most money that season.
Yep, and that is literally in 2 weeks' time, and it's just revving up.
It's about to be crazy though.
It is. I feel like, well, in Kansas City, there's not shit to do besides just drink.
Yeah.
So
That is
if that's
facts.
one thing we know how to do.
Right. That's Kansas City. They be up on that one. I'll tell you that.
Big facts.
Yeah.
try to find every excuse to drink.
Yeah.
But, hey,
5 a.m. football games, they're drinking.
yo,
That was a
Tailgating?
culture shock to me.
I got
Tailgating.
Yes.
invited for a tailgate.
They gave
at
it a
5.
title, tailgating.
Yeah. Well,
Why would I
and
start drinking at 5?
those are like the diehard people. But I feel like Kansas City, we have like the best tailgating spot. Like,
Where's that at though?
so it's on the Missouri side. You
Okay.
go about 20 minutes east of downtown, and both of the stadiums are in one little area in like a parking lot. So it's like the Royals Stadium and then the Chiefs. But of course, they're not in season at the same time,
Right.
so the parking lot still gets just as full.
Right.
But yeah, it is, I go to games just for the tailgating. I don't.
I see the videos. We've been to a few tailgates, and I'm not gonna lie, it's fun. It's like if it's for KU football game tailgates. I went to like 2 of those.
Okay.
If it's like 4 p.m., you got me on a Friday. Okay, I'm like, that makes sense. I've had my week. I'm ready to go. But if it's a Tuesday afternoon and I got work or school the very next morning and you talk about some hot dogs and beer and shots, you lost me. I'm like, hey,
I
like,
think the only tailgate I've been for was in Memphis.
did we tailgate in Memphis?
Yeah, with E's mom.
Well, see, that's family. When we're doing it with family and friends,
yeah.
it's like,
That's
you
the
know,
only one I've been for.
yeah, it's different. That one, they get a pass. They
I
get
need to go
a
for a
pass.
real lit tailgate.
So have neither of you guys been to a Chiefs game yet?
No, we're waiting for
Man.
some tickets.
Yeah, you guys seriously have to go.
Yeah, we gotta check. We gotta go
have to.
through that. Chiefs and the world. I don't watch baseball. Don't know nothing about baseball, but I do want
I
to
wanna go to a
experience.
Royals game.
So I think
You know,
the Royals game, like I will say this season they are doing better. So
perfect timing
good job
to go
for them.
Yeah.
But the Royals games aren't nearly as hyped up for tailgating as Chiefs.
I bet 2 Super
Yeah.
Bowls, 3 or how many since
I think
I've
we've-
been here. I moved here in
It's
2019.
been
so
2 in the past
3.
Three. I
Three
think
in the
we
past
just got our
5
three,
years.
right?
Yeah. 3.
3 in the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Because
So-
it was back to back, right?
Yeah, our first one was
Yeah.
2020.
Yeah, so 3.
Yeah. But I don't know what it is about Chiefs tailgating, but it's insane. And
Yeah.
I feel like that was the main thing where I was like, I don't want the stadiums to move downtown because then we would
saw
lose
that.
I heard
that.
there's a petition and all
I think it's
that,
gone there.
right?
They're not moving no more.
we all voted on it.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Hell yeah. But it would like take away the crossroads and all those like small businesses,
Right.
which that's what I actually love
That's
about
what you
downtown.
thrive on.
Yeah, it's all, well, in the crossroads, it's such like a artsy
Yeah.
district. It's very nice. But the tailgating, I've been to so many other like football games and it just doesn't touch it. It, like, I swear to God, a lot of the times I will get so lit at the tailgate, I won't even make it into the game.
So the main event.
Yeah, for real, man.
Wow.
It's so much fun.
Wow. Okay.
feel like it's
we
just
we
the
gonna have to
atmosphere.
put that. We gonna have to put that on the
Because-
bucket list.
Sporting KC they don't do tailgates.
I think they do. We
Because
just
we've been
don't.
for
We
games
just we see the
for
thing.
KC.
We go for the game. That's the
True,
thing.
we're going
She's
for the
telling
game.
us that no, we're missing the memo. The memo ain't the game.
The real
It's the
game.
link up on the parking lot. That's before
Yeah.
the game. That's when you need to be there. So
That's
if the
what we need
game's
to-
at 3,
okay,
you need to be
alright.
there by like noon or 11.
It's like those season ticket holders, because I do have friends that they have like an old bus that they remodeled, and it's called the Beeks bus, but it's like an old short bus, you know, and they have season tickets. They go all the way to the games, and like, yeah, let's say the game is at like 6, they get there at like noon.
Ready to go.
But then they have like a
6 hours. Oh my God.
Blackstone. They have like a whole bunch of food. They have just everything. So you're taken care of, you know, alcohol, all like bags,
Yeah.
beer pong.
It's
rain
a
or
whole
shine,
vibe. We
doesn't
gotta
matter.
do it just for the culture,
You
man.
have to.
I feel like I want to be with you guys when you do it.
Send us
Okay.
an invite.
Hey, let's
Yeah,
know.
I
Let
wanna
us
be a
know.
part of
Send us
it.
an invite because we don't really know people who do that.
The tailgating
in
culture.
Kansas
There's
City.
just been a few friends that I've made like in college and stuff, but Ashley does a lot of tailgating,
go on
you know.
tailgates, yeah.
But we haven't been to no tailgate yet. So if you send the
Send us
invite, we
an
gonna be
invite.
there. We
Yeah.
gonna be there.
We'll
Like,
show up.
okay, so this is it. Like I said, moving here, it's not just coming here and going to school and learning. It's the whole 9. You got to experience the culture. Why would
Yeah.
you come here if you don't experience everything? You know.
Right.
So And it's part about finding your place and meeting a lot of people, different going to a country club and meeting you. You know what I mean? Like you never know who you meet. You know, the networking is crazy. And today you're gonna meet some jollof rice, which I'm excited and stoked about because it's crazy. Because I know that short of that part of you trying jollof is gonna blow up. Because everyone,
this girl?
I'll show you TikToks of like people because we go back and forth with the Nigerians.
I tried to find good TikToks to send her, but I wasn't.
Oh no, there's a good one I got that saved on my thing. But Nigeria and Ghana are both Western Africa, right? And we're kind of like the popular Africans, so to say. Like we're like the cool kids, if that makes sense.
I think we're more of the entertainment.
Yeah, like there's a lot of Western influence on that side. I feel like it's because we're right at the coast. So, you know, we get a lot of, like I said, we grew up watching the shows that you guys grew up. So that's kind of like how we all like developed. So we bully the Nigerians bully us. We play football games. They whoop us. We whoop them. We're up like 11-2 record-wise. Ghana be whooping them in football. But
our football is
solid.
Soccer.
Yeah, soccer, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I know I lost you for a second.
I know, I'm like,
She's trying to figure it out.
But the main battle is the jollof rice. Let me hear you say jollof rice.
jollof rice.
Okay, so Tay's gonna try some both Nigerian and Ghana jollof. We gonna tell you guys which is which. We're not gonna tell her, and then she's gonna give it a shot and give your honest opinion and your favorite one.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, give me 2 seconds. You guys can keep talking while I break this out. I'm gonna get this.
Oh my god. Have you what's the most cultural food you tried from a different place?
I've had like Jamaican food. I've been to Jamaica and
Oh, you been there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I really like the jerk chicken. So it was fire. Whatever. I went on a cruise and that was one of the stops.
Did you do the mud thing where they rub your legs in mud and your whole body, all that? No.
Can't say I have.
It's like people go to Jamaica and they do that.
Really?
Yeah.
I went ziplining. But it was cool because my name's Taylor and all of them were like, Taylor Gang and
Wiz Khalifa, Khalifa Kush.
dead ass. Every single one of them said like Taylor Gang and they're like, yeah, what up? So I got some cool free weed too.
You probably be out there too.
I'm gonna have you close your eyes while I tell the audience which is which. So you guys know it's fair game. This is Ghana jollof, right? Over here. This is Nigerian jollof.
Keep your eyes on it.
Keep your eyes on it. I'm not switching it. No cheating. Okay, Tay, you can open your eyes.
Okay.
So we're gonna have you try both. So I'm gonna show them. They all look the same. But there's a difference. So I'm gonna have you crack that open yourself, and you're gonna try that, and tell us which one's your favorite.
Okay.
Now these meals were cooked by Chef Victor and Chef AJ. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to Victor and AJ. Y'all did it amazing. I've tried both of them, and I'm still going Team Ghana, as y'all know.
Obviously,
You already know how we do. Don't obviously me.
I'm Team Ghana.
Now he want to be Team Ghana, but
always Team Ghana. Chill. Team Ghana. Relax.
Now we're bringing Tay into the Jollof War experience. So we're ready. So
Okay,
whichever one you want to do first. Okay.
It smells good though.
It smells good? Okay. Okay.
It's spicy.
It's spicy?
This is spicy?
Oh, man. Because that's like zero spice. Well, then again, I would say that in our culture, what we call zero spice might be y'all's like, I'll say mild.
It's not bad.
It's like tolerable.
Yeah, it's a good, not hotter than a jalapeno.
Okay. Now, not hotter than a jalapeno, what she said. But, all right, let's go to the next one. We go for a second bite.
This is good. I know. Am I supposed to answer now?
Whenever you're ready, if you want to add.
You keep going.
That one's good. That one has like a, maybe like mapley.
Uh-huh.
Or like a Cajun
Okay.
vibe.
Right.
So, but it's still spicy.
Okay.
It's spicier than that one.
Yeah.
But I would.
So if you would go to a restaurant, you would go to the right one.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, you heard Ghana Jollof.
We didn't even have to. We didn't even have to.
We didn't have
Oh
to do
my
too
God.
much.
We
I
know.
be telling
We
y'all.
know.
We know. Nigerian rice, in my opinion, don't got no flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the Ghana one.
That's the
that's
Ghana
like
one. Yeah.
something I could maybe even get here
Right.
if I like look.
You get that at Popeyes.
Yeah.
So Popeyes can
Popeyes
make
can make some Nigerian Jollof.
Yeah, but this is good.
Y'all heard it?
This is an unbiased opinion right here.
We didn't pick size. She didn't know nothing.
She didn't know anything.
Fair game.
Yeah.
Popeyes can make Nigerian Jollof. I'm telling you. She could get that here, y'all. But that feels exotic.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah. Fire. Hey, shout out to Chef AJ for the dub, man. Chef
Thank you
Vic,
for the
I
dub.
appreciate you. But hey, red, gold, green, and the black star. You already know, Charlie.
fucking
We
go.
out here, man. Ghana Jollof for the win again. Because it's happening at each state. Each state, people are podcasters and like YouTubers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're all having it. They're all like, okay, we're not going to eat it. We're going to have people who don't know nothing about it eat it.
Yeah.
And like I said, I call this the dancing rice. Like when you eat it, it feels like the grains of rice are dancing in your mouth. Like it's just like we need to be one. Me and you need to be one. You don't need to be fighting with me in my mouth. Does that make sense? Ghana Jollof just, I don't know.
It's just like, I don't know, like authentic. Like
Yeah.
it's very authentic. You can like tell that
It's different.
It's different.
Yeah.
For the
Exotic.
better. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's good. Well, Tay, shout out to you for trying
you.
that. That was fire.
Thank you.
That was fire. I'm gonna get that
You
out
can have
the way.
that to go.
Do you want the Ghana or Nigerian one? She's taking the Ghana Jollof home, y'all.
To go.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
But yeah, thank you for trying that. We're gonna package that for you to go.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're gonna your friends could try it, and then we could definitely see
I
the
can take
vibe.
it to work and
Yes,
see.
put them
Yeah.
on. We got a whole pan of it actually, so we're gonna get you a good proportion. This is just a little bit.
Yeah, that's
this
good.
is for the episode, but man, Tay, we're so glad you could join us today.
She has a story though.
We got to hear it.
Oh gosh.
We gotta
Okay.
hear that story.
Okay. Well,
So we're talking about crazy things that happen in nightlife. And, you know, we all know Tay's a bartender and all that. So, like, you know, we would ask you, like, what's the craziest story that's happened? And or what's the crazy experience that you have, like, every couple nights you go to work? And we was having a conversation before, and she told me, but I want you to hear this.
Okay. I got to hear this, y'all. Let me lay it on me. Let me hear it.
okay. So obviously, being in the nightlife or being a bartender, you know, random customers, they'll ask you to do like random things for fun. And of course, I am not going to say no to money. So if you ask me, let's do like a hurricane shot or like something
Right.
like that, I'm going to be like, hell yeah.
You're ready
It's
to
a
go.
hurricane shot.
So a hurricane shot is like you have a shot, the person takes the shot, then the bartender throws
yeah,
a glass
then
of water on them and then slaps them.
Yeah.
So
Oh, shit.
it's just
Yeah.
like I feel like a
Yeah.
viral thing. But back in like 2021, I had a random customer ask me to spit a shot in their mouth. And so, of course, I was like, hell yeah.
That's some Kevin Gates all the way.
And I know it sounds nasty, but I mean, if you think the bartender is hot, like, because I've had somebody do it to me before, and I'm like, ooh, okay, that's good.
A girl or a guy?
Yeah, it was a guy. And I was
Okay.
like, yeah, spit in my mouth.
Oh my God.
Pretty much the person will come up to me and they'll ask me, I'm known as Mama Bird.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
So they'll come up and be like, hey, can I get a Mama Bird shot? And so I'll ask them what liquor they want, and then I'll take the shot. I'll like get up on the bar, take the shot, and then I'll spit the shot in their mouth, and they have to give me $100 for it.
You guys are paid for somebody to spit in y'all's mouth.
$100.
I love it.
Yeah.
$100 spit shot.
You'd be surprised though how many people actually
bet,
do it. Like
yeah.
it only takes that one person to get up and do it, and then everybody's like, "Oh my god,
Oh
what is that?" And it's really just for like I feel like bachelor parties,
Yeah, yeah.
and I've done it to girls too.
Yeah.
It's just like it's a fun thing to post on your socials,
Right,
and,
right.
You know, whatever.
Like crazy bar
So-
experiences.
How many
Yeah.
of those could you get in one night?
Well, I have done 10 in a row.
That's a
and-
band.
yeah, and so
That's
Yeah.
$1,000 right there.
yeah, I got in trouble that night, but
Why are you getting in trouble?
just because
Hygiene laws.
I was just throwing too much of a party.
Oh my God.
So, but yeah, it was like a bachelor party, and I just kind of like went down the line with everybody. They just thought it was so funny.
We're going to have to call you Tay Money.
Yeah,
Tay Money ain't nothing funny,
Money.
man.
yeah.
Oh
I do
my
be
God.
hustling.
Oh
Man.
my God. But with all of that, like, what's dating life for you? You know, working in nightlife, all that.
I think just like as a whole, it's hard. You know, like as a bartender, especially if your significant other isn't familiar with the industry, because if you want to like get down to it, you really flirt for your tips. You know, like you never actually like go home with anybody, or like it's rare, you know, that
Right.
actually, but you have to like make the customers, you know, like feel special or whatever. That's what they go out for. They want somebody that's like fun and flirty and whatever. So I think that it's hard because there's also that like stigma where if a guy can get like the bartender's phone number, you know, it's like, oh, they just got the bartender's phone number, but do they actually like you?
Right.
Or if they like your looks, they don't actually know you because you're in such a high volume spot. They're not actually conversating. So they're just like giving you their number or whatever based on looks.
Right.
So like dating, I think, is kind of hard as a bartender. But if you like, for instance, my boyfriend, he's in the industry. So
Y'all know what's up.
yeah, it's easy. Like I know what he has to do. He knows,
knows
what I
what
have
you
to
gotta
do. And then
do.
you just like blow the money on each other.
Yeah.
So
I love it.
yeah,
That's good.
you just got to find somebody that understands.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't understand the nightlife or whatever, it can be really hard.
Yeah. Y'all heard it here first, man.
Tips.
Love, you can find love in nightlife. I'm telling y'all. That's how I'm putting it. There's
Be a
love
big
out
fan.
there. Yes.
Show them with money.
Shower them with all that money, man.
They'll remember you then.
Yes. Money talks, bullshit walks. I'm going to repeat it.
Exactly.
Period.
But man, I'm so glad you could come on today and chop it up with us. This means a lot. We love to network with people. We love to meet new people, new experiences.
Yep.
This is the first time I'm hearing about the spit shot,
Mama bird.
Mama Bird
Yeah.
shot.
She said she's going model for Alpha Gang too.
So you know
She
we
gave us some
excited.
crazy ideas, right?
Okay.
Like, right before you got here.
Okay,
So-
okay,
I'm about it.
okay. Well, I'm
I
excited.
obviously do shameful shit for money. So
We're excited, man. I'm excited for it because we have some heat coming this summer, you
Yeah.
know, and we're putting the perfect people to be able to show these outfits to the world, and we're excited to work with you. It's been amazing so far. I didn't get to meet you that night that we were all there, but he had nothing but good things to say about you. So, and he's dragging me out again. So we're definitely gonna meet again, and
yeah.
I'm excited for all of us to have a good time and tailgate.
You gonna get a spit shot?
Oh no, I'm cool.
Come on. I can change your
cool.
mind.
No. I'm good on that. I'm good on that. No Kevin Gates over here.
Mao was definitely getting a spit
Mao
shot.
was getting a spit shot though.
Yeah,
I'm
bring
buying
him
Mao
to
a spit
me.
shot.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
buying
tell
Mao
him
a spit
anything.
shot. Just say, Mao, I'm getting you a Mama Bird shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we're
But
gonna
you know
call
Mao watches all the episodes.
it.
So hopefully
Hopefully he
he doesn't watch this
one.
one. But if he knows what it is, he's not getting the one. Wait, he actually
He
would.
will.
He
though.
would.
I think he will.
Should we do something funny?
Do it for the plot.
You gonna go call his
I'm
ass?
gonna call Mao
call him
and
and
just
see what
say, how much time do we have left for you before you have to leave?
I have to leave.
Okay, well, we're going to do this later. Next time, I'm calling Mao on set to ask Mao to take a spit shot. But anyway,
Or just like spring it on him. Spring it on one of your friends.
yeah, we will do that for that night or
night?
that
Okay.
day. Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Tay. This was fun.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And on the cruise line, we make the sound of the boat. Basically, the boat of two brothers moving from Ghana to America. So that's the cruise line ship. And we make the sound of the boat. So on 3, we're all going to do the paw sound. Yeah, whichever sound you think the boat makes. But 3, 2, 1, paw.